Shooting here in the Sylmar area just south of the 210, and it looks like most of this is going to be focused around Glen Oaks and Polk Street here, not too far from the Sylmar Park. Now we've got over a dozen police units here on the street, and right now we've got Glen Oaks shut down between Polk Street up to Tyler. This is about a block south of a middle school here, and a lot of heavy traffic through the area because of this.
Yeah, that's all of Vista Middle School. I just want to give you a heads up that they're directing all that traffic to Borden, which seems to be incredibly heavy at this point. Let's go to Scott Burton here, 1070.
Well, we're going to recheck this 210 sunflower. We're just coming back into the area. It looks like everything's pretty much wrapped up at this point. Do expect some slowing though, west 210 into Irwindale. 60 westbound Grand, earlier problem is clear, but expect slowing out of Chino.
Traffic and weather together on the 5s. Our next report at 7:45 from your Southern California traffic leader, KNX 1070 and CBSLA.com.
Update on your forecast for you today as we kind of peek toward the weekend, as a matter of fact. Let's do it as we go to CBS 2 and say good morning once again to Evelyn Taft.
Good morning, Dick. Good morning, Vicki. And yes, indeed, it's Thursday, so we can definitely talk about the weekend. Never too early to talk about the weekend. We start talking about the weekends on Mondays here. I will tell you that we are expecting to see temperatures stay on the cooler side, conditions on the cloudier side, a chance of showers persisting for the remainder of today. Looks like it could become a little more widespread, so pretty much everyone in for a chance. The mountains getting just a few drops and flurries this morning. Very small at this point, nothing major, but again, could become a little more intense as the day goes on, especially into the afternoon and evening hours. Same thing goes for tomorrow. Drier by Saturday, even though the Central Coast could expect to get hit with a few drops and maybe some gusty northwesterly winds for the rest of us. By Sunday, drier and warmer. By next week, nothing but sunshine with 70s, 80s, even getting close to those 90s. I'm CBS 2 meteorologist Evelyn Taft with your exclusive KNX 1070 News Radio forecast. Jen's been talking about this a little bit, this police activity up in Sylmar. Just a little more information. Apparently, there was a guy with a gun who was shot by the LAPD. Again, this is up at Tyler and Glen Oaks in Sylmar. Not sure what his condition is at this time or what led up to it. Trying to get some more information. When we do, we'll pass it along to you. New home sales taking a tumble again. Frank's got that next. KNX News Time, 7:38.
Your Southern California Chevy dealers. If you're looking for the winning lineup, look no further than Chevy, the most awarded car company of all of last year. For incredible offers, visit SoCalChevy.com and then find new roads at your Southern California Chevy dealer.
Earnings vary based on your effort. Do you want to learn how to make money flipping houses right here in the greater Los Angeles area? If so, we have an amazing opportunity for you. We're looking for a small group of motivated individuals to join our real estate investing team. You'll learn our simple 3-step system for flipping homes right here in the local area. This is Than Merrill, star of A&E's hit TV show Flip This House. My team and I are looking for a handful of people in the greater Los Angeles area who want to learn how to make money flipping houses in your spare time using other people's money. The greater Los Angeles area is a perfect market for my system, and this week I'm holding a free 2-hour educational workshop where you will learn how to make money flipping homes and how to...
It's all 98.7, LA's new alternative. Throwback Thursday. Couples backward skate songs coming up here. We've had it kind of late in the show, the last couple Throwback Thursdays, so we're going to do it a little bit earlier for everybody today, since it's such a fan pleaser. Good. They call that a fan pleaser, right?
Is that what they call it?
It's a fan pleaser.
That's what they call it, yeah. Sweet.
They. People on the streets.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, Menace told me. Right. The Weeples, yeah, because Menace is one of the streets.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Keep my ear to the street. All right, time for Rather Discount News.
Oh, yeah. We're gonna do some news.
Let's head on down to the Woody Show newsroom. That's where Greg Gorey is standing by with what's happening this morning. All local stories, right, Greg?
That is very true,
Coming
at you, locally. Like an unpopular kid in high school, the LA City Council is actually attempting to give itself its own nickname. Remember when kids would do that? That's so weak. So specifically, there is a proposal from a councilman named Bernard Parks. He represents South LA, and he wants to change the name from South Central to Sola. Kind of like NoHo or Soho or MILF.
Uh-huh.
You know?
Yeah, why, though?
Well, they want to change the stigma of it all. Okay, you might remember in 2003, the city council officially renamed South Central Los Angeles to South Los Angeles because of all the negative connotations that come from gangbangers and drive-bys. So the idea for the official nickname is expected to go before city council in the next few weeks, and we might be calling it Sola.
Dude, everybody's still going to call it South Central.
Yeah.
You know, it's one of those things. They change names of stadiums, and they change names of concert venues. They have different corporate sponsors and whatever. Yeah. People always call by what they tried to change the name, or they did change the name of the Sears Tower in Chicago to the Willis Tower.
Willis Tower.
Everybody still calls it.
I didn't even know they changed that.
Yeah, it's the Willis Tower.
Willis.
It's been that way for a long time.
Really?
Talking about Willis? They try to do that all the time. Nobody's going to ever call it that.
Yeah, no
Still
way.
be South Central.
No way.
Right.
Especially if that's your neighborhood. You're going to say South Central.
South Central.
Yeah, dude, there's actually a story that I saw this morning. There's this little town in, like, Saskatchewan, Canada. It's called Tisdale.
Sounds lovely.
And the slogan for Tisdale is Land of Rape and Honey.
No, it's not.
I'm not.
way.
Here's the sign right outside their town as you enter town of
Okay.
Tisdale.
It says rape and honey.
Serious?
Rape and Land of Rape and Honey. Okay?
Rape.
Why? Rape, short for rapeseed, which they grow and harvest to make canola oil.
Okay.
But still, they've been using that slogan for 60 years and just realized now that maybe it's worth rethinking. But they surveyed the 3,200 people or so that live in town, asking them, hey, should we switch things up? And they said, hell no. They still want it. That's what we are. That's who we are.
Really?
Yeah, because they're like, look, people can say whatever it is, but we know what it is. We grow and harvest rapeseed. We are the land of rape and honey here in Tisdale. I mean, who the hell's going there anyway?
Yeah, who's going to Tisdale?
Other than to, like, take a picture. Like, if you live in Intercourse,
Yes.
Pennsylvania, you should be
Take a picture of your sign.
You can change Intercourse, to something else.
Right.
But hey, when you live there, you're always going to refer to it as the land of rape and honey, even if they change it.
Right.
So they haven't changed it yet, or they have?
They're not going to change
decided
it.
not
No, they surveyed the people in town, the 3,200 people in town, and they're like,
Said
no,
no.
we don't keep it.
The official response was, oh, hell no.
Oh, no, we're going to keep it, yeah.
I still like Hell, Michigan. That's my favorite.
Yeah, hell, there's a bunch of them.
Health?
No, hell, Michigan. Hell, Michigan, no. Intercourse, Pennsylvania. There's a whole bunch of, like, weird name places like that. There's some, oh my God, what's the name of there's a town in Missouri. Let me look it up. Okay.
Not Paris or Mexico, where raving.
Visited there.
It's along the lines of, like, Intercourse or something like that.
Floor, Missouri.
Yeah.
Well, while you look that up, I'm going to tell you about Steve Knight. This is a first-term congressman from Santa Clarita, up in your hood, Woody. He's been getting heat from local Tea Partiers who claim he is voting for amnesty, a.k.a. letting Mexicans take over America. One of those protesters got on the congressman's bad side outside of a meeting last week in Simi Valley, and the protester was aggressively and just really dickishly shaking the congressman's hand, and then gave him some not-so-nice pats on the shoulder, kind of in a patronizing way. And that really got to the Congressman Knight, who, if you listen really closely, he tells his constituent to back the F off, like a total boss. And then you have to listen really closely. Right at the end, he actually tells the dude that he's going to, quote, drop your ass. I think, do we have that?
He goes, yeah. I will drop your ass.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is the congressman, freshman congressman.
Yeah, here we go.
All right, Mike.
Is that what you want to say? Yeah, you know what by the way, this guy's being a dick.
Yeah.
Okay, not the congressman, but like you can't just walk up to somebody. He's doing that whole thing like he's trying to intimidate the guy. He's doing that really
Firm handshake.
He's basically trying to crush his hand, like show like what a bigger man he is. Just pee on him and mark your territory.
Yeah.
We get it. You're a big badass, just don't be a jerk. Or walk up to him and start touching him and patting him on the shoulder, manhandling him or whatever. I got no problem with the congressman. Yeah, here, listen up. I will drop your ass.
We're going to vote you out in 2 years when your term's over. Listen to what he has to say, guys.
These are American citizens only. To oath for American citizens.
Don't touch him. I shook your hand. Don't touch me. All right?
I will drop your ass.
Drop them?
I love that.
I support it.
Yeah, there's Climax Springs, Missouri. There's
Springs.
Butts with 2 T's, Butts, Missouri. There's Bacon, Missouri. There is a place called Gobbler, Missouri. There's Knob Lick, Missouri.
Oh, not
hi.
There's Knob Noster, Missouri. There is Licking, Missouri. There's a place called oh God, where'd it go? It's so small. Here, oh God, I lost it.
None of those beat
Oh,
gobblers.
here it is.
Gobbler's Knob.
Tightwad, Missouri.
Tightwad?
Yeah, these are all real places, by the way.
What?
Yeah, Conception, Missouri.
Nice. That's good.
Wonder what happens there.
And also Arab, Missouri.
Yeah.
Pretty funny.
Gobbler's Knob is still number 1.
Conception should be next to Intercourse.
Oh, there's also a town called Pumpkin Center, Missouri, and Roach, Missouri. Missouri seems to have a lot of weird names.
East Coast has weird stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Right, the East Coast of Missouri.
yeah.
Totally. It's so strange.
East Coast of the Midwest.
Right.
Yeah.
I know, like there's
Now we
Kill Devil Hills in the Carolinas.
Sure.
King of Prussia in Pennsylvania. That's
Right.
not even how's that a
Yeah,
town name?
King of Prussia.
There's
So
boring
strange.
Oregon.
Really?
Oregon.
Why Arizona? The one in Oregon's fitting. Boring.
Rules. The LA County Sheriff's Department and the U.S. Marshals, they got word that this biker gang was meeting up at a bar in Southgate on Sunday, and a woman started filming them with her cell phone, and one of the marshals ran up to her, grabbed her phone right out of her hand, threw it on the ground, and smashed it, and then he kicked it away. And another woman across the street just so happened to be filming them too. She got the whole thing on video as well. So you kind of have the two perspectives there, and we're going to post that video for you at thewoodyshow.com.
Yeah, here's a clip. Thrilling clip, is it not?
That's good,
So
yeah.
thrilling.
And that's what's got everybody going like, oh my goodness.
Wow.
Whatever. But then Sebastian came in with a really interesting twist to the story today that I don't really see anybody really talking about, Sebastian.
Yes, just this morning they actually went to the woman whose phone got smashed, and when they smashed it, the U.S. Marshals, they didn't destroy the memory card. So finally, I think NBC here in LA got the video off of the original smashed phone, and this woman's like, I'm going to sue the U.S. Marshals for violating my rights or whatever, and it tells a little bit of a different story. I mean, I'll let you guys decide if you feel like this woman was either being a dick to the cops, they're being a dick to her, or what.
All right, do we have the audio?
Oh yeah, I put it up in the middle of the box there.
Oh, I don't have it.
Crap. 10 seconds.
All right. You know, it reminds me of that story that we had about remember the kid that wasn't able to fly on the Southwest Airlines flight, and he had this whole thing about how they wouldn't let him fly with the shirt. He had like an inappropriate shirt that he had gotten from like South by Southwest for, what was the TV show?
Broad City.
Broad City. It said Broad effing City.
Right.
And he had a jacket on when he got on the first flight, so they didn't see it. And then on the second flight, when he was getting on the plane, he had his jacket off, and they were able to see Broad effing City. And they're like, well, you know, they made me miss my flight. They wouldn't let me fly, the whole thing. And he really painted a picture like, you know, Southwest.
He was a victim.
Yeah, Southwest. They were the ones being the dicks, right?
Yeah, and then you see
and then he's like, here, if you want to see the whole thing, I got it here on my cell phone video. And you watch the cell phone video, and the kid's being a total dick.
Yes.
Because he was claiming that, like, they didn't give him an opportunity to change his shirt. And they did, like, 1,000 times. They gave him, like, every option available. And he was like, nope, not going to do it. Nope, not happening. Nope, nope.
So they left his ass.
Yeah, so they left him.
Yeah.
And then he wants to say that, you know, Southwest were being the dicks.
And so this woman with the U.S. Marshals, she's a couple, like, have about half a block down the street. The cops aren't touching her at all. They're trying to just say, hey, look, we got an active arrest going on right here. You're really just please go, you know, do anything but stand where you are.
Okay, here we go.
You're in the way of our investigation, all right?
I'm not in the way. I am in a safe spot.
All right.
You can't push me back.
Pushing you anything.
I need to film, and I have a right to film. I'm watching. This is being filmed.
This is unsafe right now, okay? You're right in the line of the fire. Go across the street and film all you want.
Why is this Why is this happening? There's a bunch of people in every corner. You need to start moving away from me. You need to be at least a couple feet away from me. I have a right as a citizen to feel safe.
Oh, get the F out of here.
Why would you do that?
All right, I am no longer on this woman's side whatsoever. I hadn't heard that clip yet.
Why are there people here? Because we're arresting an entire biker gang.
A biker gang is here.
It's an active investigation. He's not saying you can't film. Just can you go over there, please?
Right.
He's like, film all you want.
Right.
Oh, F this bitch.
No, my rights are
Oh
being
my God.
violated,
See,
you guys.
that's the problem. Dude, there's two sides to every pancake, is there not?
Yeah.
I love the half-assed legalese. She's like, well, it's my citizen right to stand here, and you need to...
Yeah, here's the thing.
Yeah.
Like, look, when there is something like that going on and the police have cordoned off there for like an investigation, you are not in charge.
No.
I know. Why would you go out of your way to push the cops like that?
Because you're looking for something.
Yeah.
You are trolling. You're waiting for something to happen. So then, when he takes the phone and look what the story's been. Look what the dialogue has been so far on this story.
This poor lady.
This poor woman.
She got her property taken.
It turns out this is like a hobby of hers too, because when NBC local went up to her, she's like, "Oh, I've been shooting the cops for 5 months. Look at all these videos I have."
Oh wow! Oh my God! Yeah. All right. Show of hands who is on the side of this woman. Okay, show of hands who's on side of the U.S. Marshal.
That'd be me.
Everybody has their hand up.
You're in the way of our investigation, all right?
I am not in the way. I am in a safe spot.
All right.
You can't push me back.
Pushing you anything.
I need to film, and I have a right to film. I'm watching. This is being filmed.
This is is unsafe right now, okay? You're right in the line of the fire. Go across the street and film all you want.
Why is this happening? There's a bunch of people in every corner. You need to start moving away from me. You need to be at least a couple feet away from me. I have a right as a citizen to feel safe.
Oh, yuck. Good riddance, face.
Yeah.
You're not filming, by the way.
The Woody Show.
Alt 98.7 traffic.
From the hopeful SoCal Honda Dealer Traffic Center.
Yeah, that's crazy. She's so ballsy with the police.
Blank K, you.
See, and that's the problem. You know, because and then of course everybody runs to the immediate headline. I'm glad this got out. I'm really glad this got out.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I want to hear, and that's why I always say I always want to hear both sides of the story before you go. All right, especially now how things are.
Yep.
All right, let's get a quick look at the traffic. 7:52. Here's Tony Jordan.
A stalled car on the way on the southbound side of the 5 freeway just before you get to Lancashire, stuck in the right lane, so delays there from just before the 118, and then up ahead it's going to stay busy out towards the 10. If you're stuck behind that stalled car, you can call me with an update on the route saving you time traffic line 888-500-5003. Northbound side of the 5 has been busy between the 170 and the 118, and delays eastbound on the 118 from the 405 to the 5 freeway. This support brought to you by Uber. Want to make money? Want to make more money? Drive with Uber and earn great money when you want on your schedule. You've already got a car and a license. Use them to start earning serious life-changing money today. Sign up to Drive with Uber. Visit drivewithuber.com. That's drivewithuber.com. Drivewithuber.com. I'm Tony Jordan. Alt 98.7 traffic.
All right, so Ravy's going to have your sports update. We're going to crown the Clippers fan of the game for last night's playoff game with the Clippers. I haven't heard this yet, so...
Yeah, I'm excited.
I can only imagine some of the people that Sebastian found down there yesterday outside the Staples Center. But we're going to come back from the break with the couple's backward skate song of the week for Throwback Thursday. That will be next here on The Woody Show. Hang on.
Wake up every day. Good morning with Southern California's #1 morning show, the KCLA 5 Morning News.
Hell to all these. So
It's your chance to win a universe.
Experience a new leader in commercial real estate services, DTZ.
In a park full of pigeons, be the glittery flamingo. Become the proud polka dot in a parade of pinstripes. To stand out brilliantly, create head-turning business cards with Moo.com. Our range of high-quality cards, top-notch paper, and exclusive design templates make it easy to create a business card as memorable as you. Fly free from the pigeons. Stand out with Moo.com. Plus, save 25% on all printed products when you order by Wednesday, April 29th. So head over to Moo.com.
Bill and Kathleen with American Vision Windows.
Hi, my name is Bill. This is my wife Kathleen, and we are the owners of American Vision Windows.
And they founded American Vision Windows because of first-hand experience.
It was about 16 years ago. We had a need to get some windows, so we started making calls, going through the sales process.
We didn't have people returning our calls. When they'd come, they really weren't professional. They didn't give us a full presentation to understand what I was buying, the benefits I was going to have, all the stuff that we like to share with the customer now. I didn't feel like we could make a super educated decision.
So, obviously, the industry needed better customer service. But the final straw for Bill...
Some of these people were looking at Kathleen like she wasn't a decision maker, which in our house is a mistake.
Since day one, Bill and Kathleen have been on a mission to revolutionize the home improvement industry one customer at a time. And right now, let American Vision Windows pay the tax and free expert installation. That's right, no tax and free expert installation. Call 888-363-8181. 888-363-8181. CSLB number 778326.
Huntington Beach Ford is having a huge construction sale. The entire dealership is being renovated. All 2015 models have been red tagged for immediate sale. So right now, get 0% APR for 60 months on specially selected models, plus an additional $1,000 Ford rebate. That's right, an additional $1,000 rebate on Beach Boulevard near Ellis in Huntington Beach. Online at huntingtonbeachford.com or call 800-SELL-A-THON. That's 800-SELL-A-THON. Nobody beats a Huntington Beach Ford deal. Nobody.
If you're searching for refrigerator repair, visit myapplianceservice.com. Now your traffic and weather together on the 5s with Jennifer York.
All right, we're going to go right up to Scott Burt and Air 1070. Scotty.
Check out the San Bernardino Freeway. We do have a minor problem here heading into El Monte 10 eastbound at Baldwin Avenue. The entry crash here partially blocks the right lane. Just about a quarter-mile backup, so not a huge delay for you. 10 westbound, do expect swing off the Kellogg Hill. Heading out through Baldwin Park into West Covina there, and more swing ahead as you work your way into Alhambra.
Scott's heading to a problem westbound side of the 105. I'm tweeting about it at Jen KNX Traffic. West 105, Long Beach Boulevard. Motorcycle is down to the roadway. Fire department on the way there. West 105 at Long Beach. Southbound side of the 5. 5 at Rosecrans. We've got a bad crash there. It's backed up all the way out of the Commerce area. Now a new problem, 5 north at Garfield, adding to the delays from the Santa Fe Springs area on that northbound 5 and eastbound side of the 91 just east of the 5. 2-car crash there blocking the number 1 lane. The backup is out of Cerritos. Traffic and weather together on the 5s. Our next report at 8:05 from your Southern California traffic leader, KNX 1070 and CBSLA.com.
Showers today, mountains and valleys. That's the forecast from Evelyn Taft at CBS 2. Look for a high today, probably up to about 70 or so, and there are mostly cloudy skies for generally all of Southern California. Right now, downtown LA has 54. It's 53 in Studio City.
Owning a Lexus is easier than ever at TustedLexus.com. Their incredible selection and outstanding customer service are just a click away at TustedLexus.com. Or stop by Tusted Lexus in the Tusted Auto Center right from the start.
Brought to you now by IntelliLoan Mortgages.
Can we just play this? Just play the whole song. And this. So Tom Petty is the voice, of course, but the guy behind it is composer Jeff Lynne. Big, huge name in the music industry, and he's going to be the one getting a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame this morning. Years ago, he gained fame. He's a Brit, an English guy. He's the leader of ELO. He's a big deal. He is going to be getting his star on the Walk of Fame at a very cool place in front of Capitol Records, and Tom Petty and Joe Walsh are supposed to be out there today.
ELO, best band ever.
You're an ELO fan?
Absolutely.
Okay, then. I think Randy likes ELO too. I was never a big fan, but that's one of those bands I think that when you're a musician, you appreciate that.
Yeah, they do lots of stuff.
KNX News Time, 7:58.
It's time for your daily mortgage rate minute, brought to you by IntelliLoan. Good news, today's rate at APR is just 3% on a fixed rate loan. And because IntelliLoan believes in intelligent lending, there are no points or lender fees. That's right, today they're offering a fixed rate loan for only 3% with no points or lender fees. Call IntelliLoan today to lock in this low rate and take advantage of greater savings. If you wait, these rates may be gone. The number is 800-951-7400. IntelliLoan provides this up-to-the-moment rate alert because their informed customers are their best customers. To lock in today's 3% rate and APR on a fixed-rate loan with no points or lender fees, call IntelliLoan at 800-951-7400. That's 800-951-7400. IntelliLoan. Borrow smart.
Rates mentioned are based on a 10-year fixed and subject to change at any time. All offers subject to credit approval. IntelliLoan is licensed by the Department of Business Oversight under the California Residential Mortgage Lending Act. License number 4130924, NMLS number 3290, Equal Housing Lender.
KNX 1070 AM and HD, KAMP HD2 Los Angeles. KNX 1070 News Radio, broadcasting live from the Southern California BMW Newsroom. Visit SoCalBMW.com today for exceptional lease and finance offers.
Top stories at 7:59.
A lot of cops up in Zilmar near Olive Vista Middle School.
So delicious.
Every moment. A counterterrorism operation in Afghanistan. With Vicki Moore, I'm Dick Helton. Traffic and weather together on the 5s, and CBS News is coming up next.
All news, all the time. Southern California's only all-news radio station.
It's 8 o'clock.
CBS News, I'm Pam Coulter, live at the White House. President Obama just appeared in the briefing room to apologize for the deaths of 2 hostages held by Al-Qaeda in a U.S. counterterrorism operation along the Afghan-Pakistan border in January. One American contractor, Dr. Warren Weinstein, and Italian aid worker, Giovanni Loporto.
As President and as Commander-in-Chief, I take full responsibility for all our counterterrorism operations, including the one that inadvertently took the lives of Warren and Giovanni.
The president said the attack did take out Al-Qaeda leaders.
What we did not know, tragically, is that Al-Qaeda was hiding the presence of Warren and Giovanni in this same compound.
He said he's ordered a full investigation. I'm Pam Coulter at the White House. Now with more on the story, here's Steve Kathan.
A family statement says Weinstein's relatives are devastated by his death and call Al-Qaeda's actions cowardly. Weinstein had been held since 2011. He was seen on video a year later.
I think that it is important that you act quickly. The demands of the Mujahideen are not difficult. according to Islamic law.
It's believed an American who was an al-Qaeda leader was killed in that strike, and another American, Adam Gaddan, who had been an al-Qaeda spokesman, was apparently killed in a separate operation in January. Word that a broken alarm system at former President George H.W. Bush's Houston home went unrepaired for 13 months has Utah Republican Jason Chaffetz demanding answers from an already beleaguered Secret Service.
Lock the front door of the White House. Duh. Put a camera outside the front of the Vice President's residence. Duh. Secure the former presidents by having an alarm system. Duh.
Roving patrols and cameras were used to keep guard of the home while the alarm was out. Sentencing day today in Charlotte for a former war leader and disgraced ex-CIA director. CBS's Jim Crisula.
Federal prosecutors have recommended that former CIA Director David Petraeus receive 2 years probation with a $40,000 fine. A judge, though, could sentence him up to a year in prison. Petraeus is expected to plead guilty to charges of giving classified Afghanistan war information to Paula Broadwell, his biographer and former mistress.
A new study out on a procedure that made headlines recently.
A 20-year study at the Women's College Research Institute in Toronto finds women with the BRCA1 gene mutation who develop breast cancer increase their chances of survival by 62% by having both ovaries removed.
I think we now need to put the bilateral oophorectomy as a surgical option for women at the time of breast cancer diagnosis.
Study co-author Kelly Metcalf says that while Angelina Jolie raised awareness about the dangers of the BRCA1 mutation, she had not been diagnosed with cancer when she chose to undergo the ovarian procedure after a double mastectomy. Deborah Rodriguez, CBS News.
The Dow is down 21. This is CBS News.
The latest coming up on a shooting near 2 schools in the valley.
Plus, outlining water cutbacks in the city of Los Angeles and looking ahead to the next big one.
Good morning, I'm Dick Hope.
And I'm Vicki Moore. It's Thursday, April 23rd. Here's what's happening at 8:03. A lot of cop cars up near a couple of schools in Sylmar this morning. This is after a man was nearby, they say, pointing a gun, and police ended up shooting him. He's been taken to the hospital. The investigation is still underway, and it's dicey for parents trying to get their kids to school this morning. Mike Baez is flying overhead. And Mike, what do you see and what's your advice to parents?
Right now we've got a lot of police cars here from LAPD, more than a dozen at the intersection of, this is Glen Oaks and Tyler Street. Glen Oaks is shut down and has been now for the better part of an hour between Polk and Tyler, and a lot of concerned parents around the perimeter of the schools here, apparently under a lockdown, but we do have a lot of heavy traffic here on Polk, Borden, Herrick, and Fellows Avenue, but the worst is over. And like you said, the guy's been taken to a medical facility to be treated for his wounds, and the investigation continues and probably will for a